Hi everyone, my name's Darian. Today I want to bring up something that took up 7 million lives in Europe in the 14th century and could have been solved from something as small as Tic Tacs in the form of antibiotics or hygiene, little wipes. It's called the bubonic plague, and I've long since loved to research great things in the past, and this is no different. Um, Especially from history class. It seems odd, but I've loved to research these things. And so, after doing my research, after watching the history videos and documentations, I can say with confidence that I want to show to you guys what is the bubonic plague, why does it differ from the pneumonic plague, how did it spread in Europe back then, and what can we do to prevent it now. So, the bubonic plague is this bacterium known as Yersinia pestis, which is a little bit different from the pneumonic plague, which is Yersinia pestis Y. And essentially how bubonic plague is spread is through rats, through fleas, lice, all of those little dudes who can move around fast. And as a result is sort of a result of poor hygiene, maybe poor living standards that people are acquainted to, so on. And just to put into perspective how crazy this thing can be, it took 75 million lives then, roughly. According to the Cleveland Clinic, anything, including lice, which was now found out recently, if you get bitten or even in contact with something that is a carrier for it, within 1 to 7 days, flu-like symptoms already occur, and by that point, these little pustules can form along either your armpit or anything that has sweat glands called buboes, and it's these really painful, swollen lymph nodes that can be caused just from, like I said, a simple rat bite or something. And so, back in Europe, it was obviously very easy for this to spread. I mean, you had very poor standards of living, very poor hygiene back then, and so it spread. And as a result, it created this Yersinia pestis Y, which is the pneumonic plague. And the pneumonic plague was this airborne version of it, in which could, according to the World Health Organization, very fatally kill dozens and dozens of people super fast. Within 1 to 4 days, it could spread and just absolutely onslaught. So how did it spread so fast? Well, back then, there was this thing called the Silk Road, which to this day still exists now. And since, again, there wasn't much of this, or even this, of course, in the form of antibiotics or vitamins, trade ships, the Silk Road, having trade routes and everything, spread it like wildfire across the whole place. Especially, according to the History Channel, there were these 12 ships that sailed across into the Sicily port and ended up slaughtering dozens because of it. All because of one rat that was on aboard a ship. And so, how can we, as people, avoid this now? Now that I've talked about, how is it spread? What is this disease? All you need to do is ensure that, if there are rats or anything nearby, avoid it. Avoid alleyways especially. If there is someone who is, disease-ridden, it could be even your cat. You never know, because they might have fleas or lice. Go see a doctor. They'll give you antibiotics. That's all that need be. I thank you guys for hearing me out on what the pneumonic and the bubonic plague is, how it spread, and some best practices. My name is Darian. Thank you again. Have a good one.